The greatest trick the system ever played on you was convincing you that wealth is hard. They want you to believe it is calculus, mysterious, complex, reserved for geniuses, the lucky, or the chosen few. It is not. It is arithmetic. It is brutally simple, almost offensively so. The reason you are not rich is not because you lack intelligence. It is not because the economy is broken. It is because you are following a moral code that was built to keep you poor. You are playing checkers while the wealthy are playing war. Niccolò Machiavelli, the man who wrote the Manual for Power, recognized this centuries ago. He looked at the world and saw a simple truth. The universe does not reward good intentions. It rewards effectiveness. You are struggling because you are trying to be a good employee, a good saver, a good citizen. You are waiting for the world to hand you a gold star for your suffering. But the world does not care about your pain. It respects only one thing: leverage. I am going to show you the operating system of the wealthy. It is not polite. It is not fair. But it works. If you are easily offended, leave. Go back to the comfort of the lie. But if you want to know why money always seems to flow away from you and toward them, stay. We are going to dismantle the illusion. By the end of this, you will hold the psychological keys to unlock the resource that controls the planet. You will understand how to position yourself so that money comes to you as a natural consequence of your existence, not as a reward for exhaustion. But to reach this, you must be willing to kill the version of yourself that seeks approval. Machiavelli said, "It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver." The system has deceived you. Today we turn the tables. But first, we must destroy the foundation of your poverty. Law 1, the economy of pain. Stop trying to chase your passion. Passion is a hobby. Passion is for weekends. If you want wealth, you must follow the pain. Machiavelli knew that a prince does not secure power by doing what he loves. He secures power by solving the chaos that terrifies his subjects. Money is simply a certificate of solved problems. The bigger the problem, the bigger the payment. The more urgent the problem, the more desperate the buyer. Look at your life now. You are likely paid for your time. You clock in. You do a task. You clock out. This is the behavior of a peasant in the Machiavellian court. You trade your finite life for a fixed rate. It is a losing trade. The wealthy do not trade time. They trade solutions to pain. Think about it. Why does a heart surgeon earn more than a cleaner? Because the pain of a dirty floor is minor. The pain of a stopped heart is death. If you are broke, it is because the problems you solve are too small, too easy, or too common. You are solving problems anyone can solve. Therefore, you are replaceable. And if you are replaceable, you have no leverage. Machiavelli advised, make yourself necessary to someone. Do not make them love you. Make them need you. Love is fickle. Need is binding. If your boss loves you, he can still fire you when the budget tightens. If he needs you because you hold keys to the clients, the code or the revenue, he cannot touch you. In fact, he must pay whatever you ask. Ask yourself right now, what pain do I relieve? If the answer is, I answer emails or I drive a truck, you are in danger. You are competing with millions and soon machines. You must find pain that is expensive, urgent, and specific. Then position yourself as the only aspirant in the pharmacy. This is simple. Identify where people are bleeding financially, emotionally, physically. Stand there. Offer relief. Do not ask for money. Charge for the relief. Getting rich is simple. Once you realize you are not selling a product, you are selling the removal of suffering. Law 2, the fox and the trap. Strategic cunning. Most of you were raised on the donkey doctrine. Work hard, keep your head down, carry the load, and eventually the farmer will reward you. Machiavelli laughs at this. He wrote, the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. The donkey works until death. The fox observes the system and finds the shortcut. The trap you are in is believing that effort equals wealth. It does not. If effort equaled wealth, the construction worker sweating in the sun would be a billionaire and the guy in a suit moving money on a laptop would be broke. Reality shows the opposite. Why? Because the market does not pay for effort, it pays for impact. The donkey uses brute force. The fox uses leverage. Leverage is the art of getting more output per unit of input. It is the secret mechanism of the rich. There are 3 forms of Machiavellian leverage you must master. First, labor leverage. This is having others work for you. The donkey carries the stone. The fox hires 10 donkeys and takes a percentage of every stone moved. Second, capital leverage. This is making money work for you. The donkey saves coins in a jar. The fox borrows the donkey savings from the bank to buy the farm the donkey works on. Third, and most important now, code and media leverage. This is the new frontier. This script is being written once, but will be watched by thousands, maybe millions. The work is done once, the payment is perpetual. That is the fox. If you work a job where you must be present to get paid, you are trapped. You have zero leverage. Getting rich becomes simple when you stop asking how to work harder and start asking how to detach income from presence. You need a machine. A business is a machine. An investment portfolio is a machine. A YouTube channel is a machine. Software is a machine. The wealthy spend their early years building machines so they can spend later years maintaining them. The poor spend their lives being the machine. Which one are you? Law 3. Perception is reality. Here is a harsh truth. You are not paid what you are worth. You are paid what people think you are worth. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." In wealth, optics are not vanity. They are utility. Look cheap, you are beaten down on price. Look desperate, you are exploited. Look uncertain, people will not invest. Take 2 consultants. Consultant A is brilliant but shows up wrinkled, timid, eager, always replying immediately. Consultant B is average but has a polished website, speaks slowly and confidently, is hard to reach, and charges 10 times more. Who gets the contract? Consultant B every time. Why? Because expensive equals good. Hard to access equals demand. You are underpricing because you judge value by your struggle. Stop. Price is a signal. Raising prices not only earns more but attracts higher quality clients. Machiavelli advised princes to maintain majesty. Never stumble publicly. Never beg. Apply this. Never complain about money. Never look needy. The strongest negotiation is being able to walk away and mean it. Humans follow status. Project high status through discipline, dress, speech, boundaries. People will give resources instinctively. Project weakness they will take from you. Audit your appearance, digital footprint, speech, availability. Are you a commodity or a prize? Wealth flows to the prize. Law for the ruthlessness of removal. You think you need more to get rich. More ideas, contacts, hours. Machiavelli would say you need less. A prince cannot rule with parasites, jesters, and traitors in the court. He purges them. Your life is likely cluttered with poverty-inducing variables. First, the people. I will not give the cliché. You are the average of 5 people around you. I will go darker. You are a victim of the tolerance you permit. Tolerate friends who complain. You absorb victimhood. Tolerate partners who crave safety over freedom. You are anchored. Machiavelli cut off those who did not serve the state's stability. You must cut off those who do not serve your future. This is not being mean. It is quarantine. Mindsets are contagious. Poverty is a virus. It spreads through language, through habits, through weekends escaping reality instead of building it, and through fear. If you are the smartest person in your room, you are in the wrong room. You are stagnating. Second, cut out the noise. You spend hours consuming content that makes you angry, envious, or distracted. This is mental poison. The wealthy consume information that gives them an advantage. The poor consume information that gives them an escape. Every time you scroll, someone else is getting richer. You are the product. Your attention is the resource they are mining. Machiavelli would look at someone scrolling TikTok for 3 hours and see a slave who loves their chains. Reclaim your focus. It is the raw material of your wealth. If you cannot sit for 4 hours on a single task, building your business, mastering a high-income skill, you will never be rich. Focus is the new IQ. In a world full of dopamine addicts, the person who can sit and work on one thing until it is done is godlike. Getting rich is simple. Remove everything that is not building the asset. Friends, habits, apps, thoughts. If it does not pay rent, evict it. Law 5, the immoral shift. This is where we leave comfortable advice behind. You were taught that money is the root of all evil, that rich people are selfish, that there is nobility in poverty. Machiavelli taught that a prince must learn how not to be good. This does not mean being evil. It means being effective. The world is not a Disney story. It is a fight for limited resources. If you feel guilty about taking money, you will repel it. You must shift your mindset about transactions. When you sell something valuable, you are not stealing money. You are exchanging value. But here is the darker truth. The market does not care about your intentions. It only cares about your results. You must be willing to be aggressive. You must be willing to compete. If you start a business, you are taking market share from someone else. You are putting food on your table, which may mean taking it off theirs. That is the nature of the game. If you are too nice to close the deal, someone else will. If you are too polite to negotiate a higher salary, the company keeps the difference. Your nemesis is donating money.